So what's good, YouTube fam? Hop in here right quick. In my previous video, I was talking about the first quadrant method, which is, if you go back to geometry, positive, positive. Let me go to this one. You have the first quadrant, which is positive, positive. You have the second quadrant, which is negative, positive. And of course, you have the third, which is negative, negative. And last but not least, the fourth, the positive, negative. Everything on this side is positive. This line, I believe, is negative. This line right here is positive. The X and the Y is positive, the X is negative. The reason I made this, guys, is because I believe when they say why do you need this for life, like if you can go back to when you were in 10th grade or whenever you took geometry, some of y'all might have to think further back than others, but what I'm saying is when y'all were sitting in this classroom doing these quadrants and these graphs and these coordinating planes, and y'all were sitting there telling yourself, how is this gonna benefit me in my future? How is this gonna, help me get get a decent job and get a decent car? You know what I'm saying? Guys, it's simple. You have to be able to apply these formulas and these graphs to your everyday life. And this is something I'm gonna be pushing into the minds of my viewers for the remainder of my time on YouTube. And while I'm on here, like I said, I'm going to work on my vocality, my delivery, my speech, and I'm not only making these videos to benefit you guys, but I'm also making these videos to benefit myself, so I can work on my vocal tones and my, like I said, my speech, and not slurring my words and having to edit out my videos all the time. So like I said, positive, positive, negative, positive, negative, negative, and positive, negative. Pay attention to this, guys. It's the first, second, third, and fourth quadrants. There's 4 quadrants. The first, like I said, the first one is positive, positive. All of your desires exist in this quadrant. So stay constant with this quadrant. You make others happy. And what did I write here? You make others happy, including yourself. You are successful. You are a billionaire. You attract women that you find attractive. You are excited. You have to be excited at all times, guys. No matter, I don't care if you wake up out of bed sick in the morning having to go to work on a Monday morning. You go to work enthused. I don't care I don't care what happens when you get to work. I don't care what happens when you come from work. You always have to be excited. That's what A.L. Williams talks about when he did the Just Do It speech. He's talking about, I don't know what it is about me. My butt's always burning. I'm always excited. You know what I'm saying? I'm always excited. You always got to be excited. That you attract women that you find attractive. That was just me. I wrote that. It was just on my mind. And you are a billionaire. You are successful. Anytime, these are my desires. This is you make others happy, including yourself. That's always gonna come first and foremost, because that's my main goal in life. Guys, don't make money your main goal. That's why I put you are a billionaire third on this list, because that's not my main goal in life. My main goal in life is not to make money and have a nice car and have a nice house and a nice wife. You know what I'm saying? That's not my main goal. My main goal is to make other people happy, including myself. My main goal in life, guys, I told myself I want to make 100 million people change their mindset. 100 million people. I don't think that's too much to ask. But yes, and going to environment. This is just our energy. This is just our overall state of mind, our overall being. Like I said, all of your desires exist in this quadrant. The desires are based off of what we see in our mind. And our energy can get it for us. What we put our focus on is a whole nother subject for a whole nother video, but that's another part to this equation. What I'm going to talk about today is the energy it takes to get our desires. Even if we live in say this is not a chart based on desire. It's not a chart based on desire. It's based on environment. You have a positive environment, a negative environment, a negative environment, and a positive environment. It doesn't matter what type of we can be negative people in a positive environment. We could be negative people in a negative environment. We could be positive people in a negative environment. See, with a lot of us, especially like myself, I've noticed that, trend. Like, I feel like I'm a positive person amongst a group of negative people. I hear a lot of negative things throughout my life, throughout my everyday life, but I remain a positive person. Let X be the person and Y be the environment. I'm a positive person in a negative environment. If you ever want to be a positive person in a positive environment, you had to first be a positive person in a negative environment. If you become a negative person in a negative environment, this is where you will stay. See, notice this is the exact opposite of positive. Positive is negative, negative. You will stay in this spot for the rest of your life if you do not put forth the positive energy. You have to, like, I believe it was Nipsey Hussle. I watched a video on him the other day. He was talking about R.I.P. Nipsey Hussle, like I've been saying. But Hussle was talking about like you lay where you make your bed, or it was something like that. I can never remember exactly how that went, but he's basically saying that. Y'all, I'm tired, man. But he was basically saying that, whatever energy you put out is what energy you'll get in return. That's why I always stress the golden rule in my videos. I always talk about do unto others as you would have them do unto you in all of my videos. If y'all have watched some of my reaction videos, I like to go on a rant in some of them. I talk about do unto others as you would have them do unto you. That's what Nipsey Hussle was talking about, man. Sometimes the energy we put out, not sometimes, all the time, the energy we put out to the world is what we get back in return. It's like a tetherball, man. What goes around comes around. So yes, always keep positive energy. You will get positive things in return. I promise, I promise, I promise. Like, man, my nose is stopped up, man. Like I said, though, like me being positive on these videos, man, I know something positive is going to come out of it. I might have to do 1,000 of these videos, man, but like I said, I'm going to keep doing these, and I'm going to keep doing them until my speech is, like, pristine, until I can get on here and have way better speech control, until I can get on here and not stutter and not, move around way too much. But yes, this is my practice, and I also want to be, spreading a better message, oh, God, excuse me. I also want to be on here spreading a positive message to my people, man, to my family watching this right now. I want to better myself as well as others. So, yes, like I said, you make others happy, including yourself. These are my desires. Whatever your graph might be, I want y'all to make your own graph. My graph is, you are successful. You are a billionaire. You attract women that you find attractive. You're always excited. But like always, keep your emotions, energy, and everything else in this quadrant. Your desires, your goals, your dreams, your aspirations. If you can keep everything up here, you will achieve it. And that's what I'm going to end with tonight, y'all. I love you guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace. I'm out.